In 2003 and 2004, a series of unexplained fires broke out in Caneto di Caronia, Sicily, Italy. These fires were seen in household objects such as fridges, TVs, and mobile phones. The phenomenon attracted the attention of residents and dozens of experts, including scientists, electrical engineers, and military personnel. Investigations ruled out arson, and an amazed scientist reported witnessing an unplugged electrical cable burst into flames. Locals blamed supernatural forces, and the Vatican's chief exorcist even weighed in, stating that the fires could be caused by demons occupying electrical goods. A leaked interim report by the Italian Civil Protection Department, conducted with the involvement of a NASA scientist and ordered by the government, concluded that the most likely cause of the fires was aliens. The report estimated the cost of the 2-year investigation at $1.2 million. According to the report, the fires were caused by high-power electromagnetic emissions with a power of 12 to 15 gigawatts, which were not man-made. The report also cited a possible unidentified flying object landing near the village, with burnt imprints found in a field that could not be explained. Francesco Mantegna-Venerando, Sicily's civil protection chief, stated that they were still working on their conclusions. Another possibility being explored was the testing of top-secret weapons by an unknown power capable of producing an enormous amount of energy. In April 2004, when a series of mysterious fires broke out, the Italian military became involved since there had been several reports by fishermen of luminous objects at night flying over and going into the sea. The military detected a UFO on the radar, but they could not make visual confirmation from the ground. Former Director of Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, Luis Elizondo and Tom Delonge, paid a visit to Rome, where they discovered shocking details about the 2004 Sicily UFO attack. Lieutenant Colonel Clarbruno Vedruccio of the Italian Navy's Special Forces shared a story about a series of spontaneous fires in Sicily in 2004 and how a UFO approached the helicopter and fired a beam forced the pilots to make an emergency landing. In 2004, in Sicily, a craft appeared a few hundred meters behind the copter tail, and it shot an electromagnetic ray that destroyed the helicopter wings. Then we discovered that when they use their energy weapons, they must go outside stealth mode. Once the helicopter approached the coordinates, the UFO revealed itself, coming out of stealth mode. Officials said the helicopter was chased by a saucer-shaped UAP that shot a powerful, focused electromagnetic beam at its rotors. They figured out that the source of the spontaneous fires was an electromagnetic frequency from the sea. About 80 kilometers offshore and deep underwater, Elizondo said, they were very pointed, in a matter of fact, that these things had been kind of plaguing them for some time. One individual, in particular, provided some very, very detailed information to include some analysis on frequency. I hate to say it, but they may have more information than we do, even in the US potentially. Another incident involved Captain Achille Zaghetti and his co-pilot, who encountered a 10-foot-long khaki-colored UFO while flying from Milan to Heathrow. Captain Zaghetti, recounting the 1991 event above Lydd, Kent, told Italian journalists, "It was shaped like a cigar and passed very close, about 300 meters on the right, or 1,000 feet. Cap Zaghetti claimed the object was not a weather balloon and resembled instead the sort of long-distance fuel tanks that fighter aircraft sometimes carry." He was later contacted by a counter-terrorism official from an American agency who asked for more details about the encounter. He said he was glad his co-pilot had seen the UFO as well, because he did not want to be accused of being a fantasist. "And we had to visit the doctors every 6 months," Cap Zaghetti added, saying there were no doubts about his health at the time. Had any foreign adversary attacked a military helicopter of another nation, that could surely be a sign of aggression, and maybe potentially an act of war. "So that's a big deal," Elizondo said. "So are the world militaries engaged in combat with UFOs?" It was not the first time UFO attacked man-made crafts and missiles. For 18 years, Robert Jacobs, a former U.S. Air Force officer, had been participating in the official United States government-ordered UFO cover-up. The cover-up was about the UFO shooting down one of the ballistic missiles back in 1964 in Big Sur, California. He claimed that his colleagues had ridiculed him for writing about this cover-up that appeared in the National Enquirer. According to him, the warhead was approached by a UFO and fired a beam of light from different directions. Subsequently, the warhead malfunctioned and tumbled out of suborbit hundreds of miles short of its target. The unidentified flying thing had apparently shot down an American dummy atomic warhead.